So, you're thinking about buying a home somewhere in the greater Seattle area? Well, if you're a relocating home buyer or simply someone who loves exploring new places, you're in for a real treat today. We're about to take a deep dive into one of Seattle's hidden gems, Kenmore, Washington. We're going to jump into my computer, pull up Google Maps, and cover all the spots from restaurants and shopping areas to neighborhoods and outdoor fun. This map tour will show you why Kenmore deserves a spot on your list. So if you're ready to discover the heart of this charming city, stick around because you won't want to miss what we have in store. Let's jump right in. All right, let's not waste any time and get to work. Okay, here we go. We have Google Maps pulled up. We're inside my laptop and let's take a tour of Kenmore. So you'll see Kenmore located at the top of the map there. It's surrounded by the red dotted lines. That is the city limits for Kenmore, Washington. It's located just right at the northern tip of Lake Washington. So you'll see Lake Washington. It's a huge lake. It runs from Kenmore all the way down south here to Renton. So the largest fresh body of water here on the west side of the Cascade Mountain Range, but really large lake, and Kenmore is right at the tip of it at the very north end of Lake Washington. It's really a convenient location. Maybe if you live in a household where one of you is commuting to the west side and going to Seattle, or maybe the other one is commuting somewhere on the east side to go into Bellevue, Kirkland, Redmond. Kenmore is kind of right at the top there, splits the middle. It makes it pretty easy to get into either Seattle or the east side. And let me just kind of show you quick routes, how you would do that, give you some approximate time frames of how long that's going to take you to travel and make those trips. But let's start with Seattle real quick. Coming out of Kenmore, you're going to be just taking 522. That's a highway that turns into Lake City Way the closer that you get to I-5. But you'll see Lake City Way or 522 connecting to I-5 down here, and then it will take you right down into the heart of downtown Seattle. Now, this trip, if you're doing it with no traffic whatsoever, then you're probably looking 25 to 30 minutes. If you're doing this trip during rush hour, it could take you 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. So just depends on how heavy traffic is, what kind of congestion you're getting on the highways. But we do have light rail coming. You've probably heard me talk about it before in other videos that light rail will be coming up. So there's stops in Northgate right now. There's some Mount Lake Terrace stops. There's going to be stops up in Linwood. So Kenmore is going to make it really easy for you to just get to those light rail stations, jump on the light rail, get into downtown Seattle, and that will make your commute much, much friendlier. So that's probably going to be 2025, somewhere in that time frame where it's going to be open all the way up to Linwood. But as of right now, that light rail system is only going to the Northgate area. So that's to get over into Seattle. Now, if we are traveling somewhere on the east side, if we're going to, let's say, Redmond, Bellevue, Kirkland, you're gonna jump onto 522 and it's gonna head east over and connect with 405, Interstate 405. That's the north and south highway freeway that runs on the east side, and you're going to jump on 405 heading southbound, and from there you can get off in Kirkland, you can jump on 520, get into Redmond, or just continue down south until you hit Bellevue. Your time to get into Bellevue with no traffic, probably about similar to Seattle, 25-30 minutes with no traffic. If you're doing it during rush hour traffic, you're probably looking 45 minutes to an hour. The nice thing about commuting on the west side or the east side here to these east side cities is if you wanted to, you can take the carpool lanes, the pay toll lanes, and that'll get you there a lot quicker. So if you're in a pinch, you need to get there really quick, you can jump in the toll lanes and get into Bellevue 25-30 minutes, even if it's rush hour traffic. But you probably will pay like 10 or 12 bucks in tolls to do that. Kenmore is a medium-sized city. You know, it doesn't have a whole lot as far as like shopping areas. There's a few restaurants, stuff like that, some really good spots to eat and hang out, but as far as like major shopping, you're gonna have to venture to outside cities and other locations to get that done. But luckily, Kenmore is conveniently located to where getting to those other shopping areas or restaurants or just anything else is really convenient. You know, you're right here, we're just south of Bothell and right next to Woodinville. So Woodinville, just to the east of Kenmore. If you're into the wine scene and like to go tasting, Woodinville's right there. You can get there in about 10 minutes or so. Just to the south of Kenmore is Kirkland. So I know there's a lot of people that work at Kirkland and in Kirkland, maybe Google, stuff like that. So that's super close, and you have all those shopping centers. Totem Lake has a brand new mall, the Village at Totem Lake. That's really close. You can probably get there in 10 minutes, 15 minutes from Kenmore, so that's nice. Also really close to Alderwood, the Linwood area, the mall, and that's, you know, probably 10, 15 minutes away. You know, that's just to the north of Kenmore, so really close proximity. You have shopping, major shopping centers that, you know, maybe Kenmore doesn't have those, but you're super close to the other cities that do. We'll get back to the map, but real quick, if this is your first time to the channel, hi. If you've been here before, welcome back. On this channel, we make new videos every week about what it's like to live, work, eat, and play right here in Seattle and surrounding suburbs like Kenmore. If that's something that you'd like to learn more about, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap the bell for notifications so you know each time we drop a new video. We get calls, texts, and emails all the time from people just like you looking for help to make their move here to Seattle, and nothing makes us happier. If you're thinking about making a move, it's never too early to reach out, schedule a buyer consultation. We're happy to help you make that smooth move to Seattle. Okay, let's talk about stuff that you do in Kenmore. You know, what is there to actually do, hang out, outdoor activities, restaurants, schools. We'll take a look at that stuff here, and what we'll do is we'll start in the south end of Kenmore and then just kind of work our way up north and just go from there. So if you look here, I'll zoom in here on the south end, and this big green area right here, this is the St. Edward's State Park, okay? You'll see all these trails, dotted lines here. This has just a massive trail system that's for, you know, hiking. Some of the trails are designated for mountain biking, so if that's your thing, you can do that up here at St. Edward's Park. It's a really just wide open, just massive, you know, massive amount of trails. Trees everywhere. Some of the trails you'll see here lead right down to the shores of Lake Washington and just kind of go all along the lake here. And it's just a really beautiful park. Just massive trees. The trails just wind through the park, and it's actually connected to another park here. So this isn't technically Kenmore. This is in Kirkland, but Big Fin Hill Park you'll see here. Another system of trails that connects with the St. Edward's Park system trails. So lots of hiking, if that's your thing. I know a lot of people around here are really into it, and mountain biking. So you have all those options right there. Another cool thing about St. Edward's Park here is they have like a luxury lodge, like a hotel spa type setup there. It's called the Lodge at St. Edward's. You know, we actually, in our Kenmore vlog tour, we went up there and visited. So if you're interested in more information, check that out after you watch this video. Go check out that one. But that'll give you some more information on that. But a really nice, just beautiful, high-end luxury lodge. There's a couple different restaurants, a couple different bars. They have a spa, but really kind of a unique situation with it being right in the middle of the state park. You know, you don't see that all the time, but just a really beautiful hotel. So check that out. You'll also see here that Bastyr University has a campus right there, just right next to the state park. So maybe you have young ones, or not too young, obviously college age, if you have kids that are in college that are looking to stay close to home, you know, that might be an option for them to go to Bastyr. That's just right there. So super close to home and, you know, not too far from you. As far as like other schools go, Inglemore High School, that's the only high school in the city of Kenmore, okay? And this is just right here. It's right off of Simons Road, northeast. Just highly rated school. You're in the North Shore School District. So North Shore School District, you know, that's probably top 3 in the state. So, you know, it's definitely a place where people want to send their kids. Lots of great schools. You know, there's also, you know, a ton of elementary schools, middle schools, but here is the high school that if you have high school age kids, that's where they would be going if you live in Kenmore. So Inglemore, highly rated school. And this part of Kenmore is basically the Finn Hill area, okay? Let me just kind of give you a guess here. So Finn Hill, and you can't really see the way the map, you know, looks right now. If you had a topographical map, you would see that, you know, everything south of this blue line is just kind of up on a hill. So that's considered Finn Hill. And as you drop down, it, you know, really levels out and gets, you know, the terrain gets a lot flatter the further north you go in Kenmore. But this southern section is Finn Hill, and lots of great homes up there. You know, you're going to see a lot of homes built in the 70s and 80s in the Finn Hill neighborhood in Kenmore there, and lots of split entry homes, single story homes with basements. You know, you will see some new construction sprinkled in, but for the most part, you know, a very established neighborhood. And if you're looking for like new construction in Kenmore, you're probably going to be ending up a little bit further north, like across Bothell Way, where you'll see quite a bit more new construction. But in this Finn Hill section, you're going to see a lot of just well-established neighborhoods. So as we drop down the hill here, so the main drag that goes up to Finn Hill and then down into downtown Kenmore is called Juanita Drive, okay? Juanita Drive, if you follow that, it will take you all the way into Juanita, Kirkland. So hence the name Juanita Drive. So if we head north up Juanita Drive a little bit, this other big green area right here is a really nice golf course. This is the Inglewood Golf Club. It's a private course, so you need to be a member to golf there or know a member to golf there, but really, really nice course there right on the shores of Lake Washington, and just a really beautiful place to play golf if that's your thing. Definitely check out Inglewood Golf Club. And then right next to that, there's a really good park here, Rhododendron Park. That's right here, Rhododendron Park. You know, there's a few parks in Kenmore. This is just one of them. It's a great park. Actually, my both my daughters used to play there all the time. They went to preschool right up the street there in Kenmore. And so lots of fond memories that we have of Rhododendron Park and just the play area. They're really, really good toys, you know, toy structure play sets for them to play at. So, you know, if you're living in Kenmore and you're looking for something like that, this is probably where you're going to want to go, to this Rhododendron Park right here. Okay, just to the north of the Inglewood Golf Club and that Rhododendron Park right there, you'll see this river, and this is the Sammamish River, okay? And the Sammamish River runs from Lake Sammamish. Let me kind of zoom out and show you where Lake Sammamish is. So here's Lake Sammamish, here's Lake Washington. The Sammamish River runs from Lake Sammamish all the way through Redmond, up through Woodinville, up through Bothell. If you saw the Bothell vlog tour, we went to a park there in Bothell. The Sammamish River Trail is right there. And then it eventually feeds into Kenmore and empties into Lake Washington. So the Sammamish River is lots of different trail systems connected to it, running by it, and this is kind of where it terminates here into Lake Washington in Kenmore. So, you know, if you're in the area, you're definitely going to know about the Sammamish River, and so yeah, just wanted to make sure you were aware of that. But as we head a little bit further north here, so this highway right here, the big yellow line, this is 522 or Bothell Way, and eventually Bothell Way turns into Lake City Way the closer you get down to 405 here on this section. But it's kind of the main highway that goes right through the middle of Kenmore, and the downtown Kenmore and the kind of commercial section of Kenmore is right here, okay? So the main strip right here, 68th Avenue, then it turns into Juanita Way. Remember we were saying as we go up to the golf course and the state park. But right down the middle, 68th, and then Bothell Way. And then we have the whole commercial section, the downtown section of Kenmore. You know, this is kind of where everything takes place. You know, you have a Safeway shopping center right here. If you're looking for the drugstore, you know, there's a Rite Aid right here. You can see it's not that big, you know. So Kenmore, like I said, a medium-sized city, but the commercial downtown section, not a whole lot to it. You'll have several different restaurants, little food eatery options here sprinkled throughout. Stoop Brewing, this is actually a really cool one. The Kenmore vlog, we went right outside there. You can check that out. But Stoop is a really cool spot. Kenmore actually has a few really good breweries that, you know, if you are a fan of, you know, beer, tasting beer and good food, definitely check out Stoop Brewing. There's another one. So if we zoom out a little bit here, and down the way here, just on the other side of Bothell Way, is Cairn Brewing, and Cairn is also really good. This is a spot that they have food trucks during the summertime that'll come. You can get the food trucks, go grab some beer. Just a great spot to chill, hang out. Right across from the Cairn Brewing is 192 Brewing. And that is another great one. So lots of good options as far as breweries are concerned right there in Kenmore. And then, you know, just all your other typical stuff. You have McDonald's, you have, you know, just little small boutique stores, boutique shops. If we head a little bit further east down 522 here, or Bothell Way, there's a little shopping center right here. If you enjoy bowling, then there's Kenmore Lanes, which is right here. It seems like bowling alleys are going away. I don't know. When I was growing up, I feel like there was bowling alleys like everywhere, all over the place, and there doesn't seem to be that many these days. But there's one right here, Kenmore Lanes, pretty cool spot. Nice place for the go hang out with the kids and you know, do some bowling. But yeah, another little shopping center right here. There's a Starbucks, little Thai restaurant, and you know, just pretty much everything you would need here in Kenmore. But yeah, the main shopping area is going to be where 68th runs into 522, and we're in that downtown section of Kenmore. Here's City Hall in Kenmore. We started the vlog video that we did was on the front lawn there of City Hall. So if you want to know what that looks like, check that out. But yeah, lots of newer buildings here in the downtown Kenmore area. The Kenmore Library is actually really nice. You know, if you enjoy going to libraries, definitely check out the Kenmore Library. It's got a good one. And then if we head a little bit further west, there's a Log Boom Park. So another good park, a great area to hang out if you're in Kenmore. You know, that Rhododendron Park is really good, but Log Boom Park is really good as well. And it's called the Log Boom Park because, you know, during Seafair, if you know what Seafair is, it's when they have the hydroplane races, everything like that. they call it the log boom, and that's how this park got its name. So Log Boom Park there, right at the end of Lake Washington, and yeah, just a great spot to hang out, especially during those summer months. And as you head a little bit further north into Kenmore, this pretty much is all residential neighborhoods right here. So residential pretty much all the way. And this is going to be that area where you're going to find a little bit more new construction. So it's more common to see the new build stuff here in the north end of Kenmore. And, you know, you're going to see some definitely established neighborhoods as well, but you do start to see more newer communities in that north end. And, you know, that's typical. Same with Bothell. You know, the further north you go, the more new construction you're going to find. So that's exactly the same with Kenmore. So, you know, speaking of new construction and speaking of homes, let's do this. Let's jump into my my MLS system here, look at some homes that are on the market currently, just kind of give you an idea of what real estate is available currently in Kenmore, what the prices look like. You know, take a look at the pictures real quick and just kind of go from there and you know, see what we see. Okay, we have the Northwest MLS, the multiple listing service, pulled up here, and just did a quick search for all the available homes in Kenmore. We're taking a look at single family homes as well as condominiums, townhomes as well. I'm not sure if there's any townhomes in there, but you know, currently right now, here middle of November, early November, 22 homes on the market and available in Kenmore. And those prices range from, let's see here, $279,990 all the way up to $3.6 million. So pretty good wide range of value here. And this $279,991, actually a really good option. This is actually my listing. It's a little small bedroom, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom condo in Kenmore, the heart of Kenmore, right downtown within walking distance. No rental restrictions, so if you're looking for an investment property or that first-time home buyer, this would be a great option for you. So, like I said, really close to downtown Kenmore, and you know, nicely taken care of. Nice little condo in Kenmore. So just my little shameless plug there for my listing. But you know, that's the cheapest thing available right now in Kenmore. And you know, the median value or the median home price, typical home price that you're going to see for homes in Kenmore is going to be right around that $925,000, $950,000, somewhere in there. Okay, so let's check out what we got here. Let me see here. Let's just look on the low end. So at $650,000, this one looks like it's a townhome. Here we go. Here's a little single family home. It's a small home. It's 1,140 square feet. 3 bedroom, 1 bath. It's listed right now for $679,950, and this one was built in 1961. So this is a great little starter home, and looks like it definitely needs some updates, some fixing up, which, you know, the price is reflecting that. But you know, there's definitely stuff available in that $650 to $700 range. If we take a look at that kind of median sale price, you know, this is kind of what you're gonna expect right here. So this one is a 4 bedroom, 1 3/4 bath, 1,660 square feet, you know, nice size lot, 8,200 square foot lot. And this one's listed for $930,000. So I think it's just a single story home, 1.5 story. And this one was built in 1957. So 930, you know, this one's probably a little bit more updated. So you got nice hardwood floors there, the wood burning fireplace, and the galley kitchen here. So yeah, you know, a little bit more updated, but this is kind of in that typical price range of what you're gonna see for the median home value in Kirkland right here, and that's $930. This one right here is $975. Here's a split entry home, so 2-story home, 4 bedroom, 2 1/4 baths. This one is 2,290 square feet, 9,600 square foot lot, so nice size lot. Split entry built in 1962. So let's pull this one up, take a look at some pictures real quick. Nice, good size front yard. Like I said, 9,600 square foot lot. That's good to have. But yeah, this one is definitely dated. You can tell. Looks like the windows have been updated. Maybe the kitchen has some few updates here, maybe in the early 2000s, I'm guessing. But yeah. So this one listed at $975, pretty good representative of that median home value. This home is just kind of in the values in the land. This one's like 2.5 acres. Not really much to look at in terms of the home. This one's listed for $1 million, been on the market for 165 days, so this one's like overpriced clearly and probably needs a bit of work here. So but yeah, so that's listed for $1 million. And then this one listed for $1,230,000. This one, this one's pretty much, this is overpriced too. This one was on the market way back in the middle of summer. Actually had some buyers who were looking at this house, interested in making an offer, and they ultimately never did. We ended up getting them a place in Bothell here. But yeah, they listed it for 1.16 back then. It didn't sell. Then they listed it again at 1.4, and for surprisingly it didn't sell, and here it sits. So this one clearly overpriced, probably should be at that 1.1 range, you know, somewhere around there. But it's actually a pretty nice house. You know, it's a more modern 2-story, really nice kind of garden style backyard, and yeah, it's just kind of a more modern floor plan, nice updates, good granite countertops, and built in 2005. So that's one up in the Finn Hill neighborhood there. So yeah, just give you kind of an idea of what kind of homes are for sale in Kenmore. And inventory is a little bit low right now, so that's why we're only seeing 22 available in Kenmore. But that just kind of at least give you an idea of what's available, what's for sale in Kenmore right now. And yeah, if you want any information on anything available in Kenmore, just reach out to us, give us a call. We're happy to help you out. Well, there you have it, our adventure through Kenmore, Washington. I hope this map tour is giving you a taste of this fantastic city and what it has to offer. Whether you're a potential home buyer or just an explorer at heart, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more insights into the greater Seattle area. If you have any questions about Kenmore, real estate, or just anything else related to Seattle, feel free to drop them in the comments below or reach out, schedule a buyer's consultation. We love connecting with the viewers and helping you out in any way that we can. Thanks again for joining me on this journey, and hey, if you'd like to learn even more about Seattle and the surrounding suburbs, you should click on this video that's popping up right now. Until next time, hope to show you around town. Take care. Bye.